Because they called and asked, you were in the car. They go, where's the keys? I don't fucking know. I didn't touch them. Back on turf 2 with some NBA. But play that basketball. Yeah, I was actually really good at sports. Except for, I'm white. So, you know what I learned how to shoot? And how I was good at basketball? I'm a backboard bitch. He scared the shit out of me last night. He needs to stop blending in. Because I almost crushed the little guy. You know how bad I would have felt if I would have sat on his ass? Like, I was this close to sitting on him. Like, I would not forgive myself. You know I wouldn't have forgiven myself if I would have sat on his little ass.
I sat on him before. All that ass. He was like, man, it sucked.
Hey, your ass is nice compared to my ass.
At least there was cushion. At least there was cushion. What, you gonna lay on my shit?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know where your shit now. What? No, baby. No, baby, I want you to lay right here. Not anywhere else. Right here. Right here, my love. Right here. This is a good spot for you. Oh, what the life you have, my dear.
You know that's that comedian with the big ears? Well, yeah, he's one of the most, yeah, he was popular for ever coming on the show. I thought he made that role. Hey, put on Turtle Tube on your phone or computer for me. You don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? Where? Yeah, you don't have to watch it. I just put them on the video so I get views. You know what I mean?
Let's say you managed to save this red Megan's of yours. Then what?
I'm about to grab mom's shit too.
Or don't play dumb with me. You're risking your life for him. There has to be a reason for it.
I was about to see if I can start stealing your computer just to do it.
What are you nipping for?
He's rich.
What's a nipping? Like, I know you got some drugs around here.
I see.
You're a twat cat. You're a twat cat. What are you gonna be such a twat for? What are you gonna be such a twat? You a twat cat. He said, I'm a twat cat, doo-doo-doo. I'm a twat cat, doo-doo-doo. I'm a twat cat. I'm a twat cat. I'm a twat cat, doo-doo-doo. I love you.
You're kidding me, right?
I love
You're doing
you.
this out of loyalty.
You should have a good appetite today. Now I got food in his life. I thought you were sick. Don't do that to me, asshole. It's not nice. It's not nice. It's not nice. Chicken mommy like that. It's not nice. He's gonna stop poking me. It's not nice. Not nice.
But it's all very confusing. What was that?
Don't make me put a shirt on you.
What took you so long?
Sorry.
Time for a shirt on you.
I can break into the car.
Time for a shirt. Time for a shirt.
Get it in the wash.
Now that I know you're not sick, I can torture you again.
Working on it.
I even left myself a comment. See? It's gonna pop up. I called myself a backboard bitch. No.
also a very good cook. His fried tube nuts are delicious. Better hope he didn't poison.
Sorry.
But not over here. So he's a nice guy. The tube nuts here should be poisonous. Those are not poisonous on our side. What gave us poisonous tube nuts? Your mother is nice as we think it is. But it has to be nice, because our blood isn't. Romney Brothers is great. Romney Brothers is off the universe. It's a brother.
Yes.
No!
He's going up there. Yeah. 2 points. The chosen one. I was wondering what that was. Here, you can put them up if you want, so they're out of your way. It's a great one. You smell what the turtle is cooking. Yeah, where's the Emperor? Bullshit! Ref got, that was a bullshit call, ref!
Here's your comfort treat. Got the baby. I got the baby. I got the baby. Grow your grass. I'm gonna grow your grass. Oh.
Give us the natives. We'll be on our way. Go on with your plans for mass destruction, genocide, all those
So you can't get me up here. This is my spot, baby. You've got my back.
oppressed.
He's like, he'll post choke a bitch.
The water on it, put them in a drawer. Should be gone by the end of the day. And by tomorrow.
You should test out this back massager. Well, thank you for watching the tour too. Please hit like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry. The ultimate universe? With the Frankies? Yeah. Yeah, they call sex umox. I have on Star Trek. I have like several people named fucking will give shits for umox. I love umox. Oh yeah, it's like what? Come on, fucking try to get me in trouble with something that's actually in the show. You know what I mean? They're trying to get they're trying to help Terran resistance. Essentially, they're trying to fool them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yep. Except for, the three Ferengis. Corp, Rom, and the Negus are from the Prime timeline. Yeah, the Terran Empire fell. And the Queen, worse than the Emperor. I loved how they made War for Emperor, but they made him such a bitch. And everybody's apparently a captain. Bashir's a captain, O'Brien's a captain, Cisco's dead. Yeah. They actually, one of the episodes, they kidnapped Cisco because his mirror universe counterpart's dead, so they needed him to fulfill the plan. They used his wife to do it. Yeah, the one because his wife died in the first episode. Yeah, she didn't. Then they used the wife to kidnap Jake to get him to come over to help build their version of the Defiant. It was kind of cruel using his wife to kidnap Jake. You know what I mean? That was kind of fucked up. Because Jake saw his mom. Then make Garrick fucking an imbecile. And Garrick's fucking like one of the most badass people there. Yeah, he's like an assassin and shit. Yeah, he's like the coolest character in the whole show. Everything he says is a lie. He used to be a Cardassian spy before he got exiled by his dad, who was leader of the organization or the spies for Cardassia, exiled him. Like, his own dad banished him for, like, no reason. And, like, he's, like, the most literally, he is the most dangerous person on the show. And it's funny, it's like, cause it's always, they applied it so much, you know what I mean? It's like Morn, you never hear that motherfucker talk. Yeah, the ugly guy that's always in the bar. Yeah. He's pretty fucking cool. I love. He is like my spirit animal because he's always at the bar. Yeah, if you notice, he's always at the bar. The bar will close and he's at the door. Yeah, he's cool as shit. He's straight an alcoholic. Like there's times you see him, he'll be late at night on the show, and he's sleeping on the fucking bench on the promenade because he's drunk. But, like, it is applied, he never shuts up. It applies, he never shuts up. He talks. And that's what they always apply to him, even though you never hear him talk. I don't know. It's applied. He talks the most. It's like it's kind of a joke since he never has any lines. Like that episode, like where he found out he had a life where he faked his own death. Like they're also the whole episode. They said everybody in that episode said he talked. Yeah, would talk their ears off. Yeah, that's the same one I'm talking about.
So he wasn't dead?
Nope, he just faked his death because he was.
Corp couldn't find the gold?
Yeah. It was also he essentially set it up so that Cork would get rid of this fox. Get rid of him. The gold was actually in his stomach because he has like 4 stomachs. Then he gave Cork a shit ton. He gave Cork a nice little bit.
What was Cork doing for him?
Cork was using him to fucking get rid of those fuckers. He essentially tricked them.
Oh, the people he owed money to?
Yeah. He knew Cork would do anything he could to find the money. He never really did it. He ended up just tricking them because they all kept popping up. Like the wife popped up, then the two brothers popped up, then the other dude popped up. So eventually he tricked that. Quark led them into a trap with Odo, and they got arrested.
What do you say we get the regional trouble? We're gonna send calls.
What did they get arrested for, though?
They all started shooting. Because he does it again when he Quark one episode becomes an arms dealer for his cousin, and he pisses off everybody in the station because he's selling weapons, and he tricks the arms dealers into fighting each other, like the two clients. Essentially, a pod rose with fake gold, and they started shooting over it. Then after they all been arrested, Warren pops back up and sits in his chair, gets a drink. Then Quark asked him, "Where's all the gold?" And Morgan just all of a sudden pulls that gold, like throws up some gold. Yeah, apparently he has like 3 different stomachs, and all of his stomachs can hold him. That's why it said that's why he went bald. Because all that gold in his stomach. Apparently that's why he went bald. It's like you like Morn's one of my favorite characters, even though he never says anything. It's because the little things, how he's always he shows up at the least at random times. He'll be showing up when the bar is closed and trying to get in, or he shows up when before the bar's opening. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so funny. It's like the only thing that then he always has like bitches by his side. Like you'll see him with 2 of the Dabo bitches. There's one time where him and Quark is putting numbers on the voles or the rats that are on the space station, and they were going to have fights, like chicken fights. Mm-hmm.
Makes it to where it pushes into the wheel. His voice is like something else.
And that's his normal voice too. I think he was on there for an episode, but yeah. And Quark was the actual original Ferengi. They brought him in the first episode where they appeared, and it sucked so bad, and he blamed himself for that performance. So yeah, and you can tell he became the template for him. He did a lot better as Quark than he ever did as that original Ferengi. They were supposed to be the original big bad of the Next Generation. But they came off as so bad. Stupid. Like, really stupid. That's O'Brien. And you ever notice, every episode featuring Chief O'Brien, it's a torture up. They are literally torturing the poor dude. That's another reason why I love Chief O'Brien. He's literally, but that is honest. They even the researchers goes, when this was an Brian episode, it was like, how can we torture him this time? It's kind of fact. And Chief O'Brien is, he loved it because he was actually in the first episode of Next Generation, and he was in a bunch of side episodes. All of his appearances got him the role on the show. So for if you ever notice, he goes from being a lieutenant to ensign, a lieutenant to ensign. they split his rank, kept fucking switch loading till they find because he's supposed to be a petty officer. So yeah, and if you watch go from the Next Generation, he always has either 2 pips or 1 pip, 2 pips or 1 pip. Then even in the start of this, for the first couple seasons, it was the same way. Till they finally they gave him his own little coal stick pimp. And I think it's one of the better ones. You know, the Rankinson, you know, on their neck. But yeah, O'Brien's supposed to be an enlisted officer. So he's like an NCO. You know, in our military, they're like privates, ensigns. And somehow he gives Nog and other officers orders when he's technically lower than them. I think it's bullshit. They should have gave him a battlefield commission to lieutenant or ensign. Oh, this was a good episode. Psychopath murdering Vulcan goes on a rampage with a shotgun that teleports bullets. I don't know why the fuck they're using bullets, but they're using bullets in this episode.
Sorry. Calm me down. It's impossible.
They're very serious about their future activities.
It's a good way to relieve stress. Yeah, I think recommend. Just look at this. You know, when you have a holosuite visit, it's sort of a personal experience. It's very particular. You know, see this cool skin cat. You know this. It's supposed to. Yeah, man. Your holosuite is ready. Terrific. Now, is there anything else you need? Just let us know.
You didn't do much, man.
Yeah.
Have you been in the holosuite with them?
Me? Never. I know when I'm not wanted.
Class of 72. Another round?
No.
Time to go?
It was time to go about an hour ago.
Okay.
I'll take it before it's over. Sure. You won't see the person you think you're going to before the time. Somebody remind me to tell you about borrowing my wallet. Kind of sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
Speaking of sneaking up on you, here we are. Sweetheart.
You alright? Do you want some oxygen?
I'm fine.
I think her and Jake would be a good couple.
Oh yeah, she ends up going with the doctor. She ends up getting together with Bashir.
It was incredible.
I should get going.
Yeah, and yeah, even the guy that plays Garrick even comes to says the first time he ever met the doctor, you know that motherfucker was looking at him like, I'm gonna rape you, boy. He even came out and said, oh yeah, he wanted to fuck him.
I was watching something on YouTube the other day about how Bashir and Kardashian were like
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
to each other.
Yeah, the Kardashian in the first episode, you can tell in the first episode, the Kardashian comes up to him like, hey boy, you gonna stop by my clothing store and give you a new outfit.
That's so weird.
And the actor even came
I
out,
had no idea until I watched that YouTube video.
they decided not to go that route in the end.
I mean,
That was actually the original plan, but they decided not to.
not to make it go farther.
Yeah,
Because they continue on further.
yeah. They became best friends.
Was there a plan to make them become a couple?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
Especially after the first time you see Bashir, he's flirting on Zadia hard.
It's kind of, you know, not necessarily ideal for the little lesbian thing in Discovery. So
Well, they had a brief scene in this with,
add in 2 guys, and that would
They did a brief one episode where Jadzia met her former past wife, and they were getting it on. Yeah.
Like, two girls that, for the most part, in most cases, unless you're like a religious freak, you can get away with people not freak out. But two guys, most people are gonna be like, ew.
Well, even Discovery went that way. You know, with the doctor and the guy that has the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Who's not even the chief engineer. You notice we've never seen engineering or know who the chief engineer of that ship is.
They actually kiss a ship, don't they?
Yep. Like, all we see is an engineering lab. We don't actually see main engineering. We don't know who the fuck the chief engineer is. Like, actually, like, I hate Discovery fans will call you every name in the book. They are so they just don't know how to handle criticism. Like, if you don't like it, then I said, well, then you need to take the name Star Trek out of Discovery, because that is a part of the franchise as a whole. It's not Star Trek. Discovery is not one show. It is part of it's connected to the rest of the shows. CBS went out of their way to tell us that it is connected. You know what I mean? They literally did. Because, they could have either done two things. They could have set it in the Calvin timeline with those movies, and nobody would have bitched, because it's in a different timeline. But we're adamant it's in the prime timeline. It's in the prime timeline. So then you got to follow fucking canon, especially when it's your own fucking rules. You get, like, CBS will sue anything. Yeah, the fans had literally raised the money for this thing called Axonon, and they brought in actual actors, like former Star Trek actors and everything, and they're really good. It's actually parts of it's on YouTube. It's really good, especially with their special effect, the graphics and everything, like for a fan-made thing. And CBS sued them. But they sued them because they were that fan-made film was chronicling the part that Discovery was supposed to tell about in the first year. See, the first thing they did wrong was they didn't learn from Enterprise. They didn't learn from their own mistakes. But you make it a prequel, you make the star a commander who turns into to be the first ever mutineer of the Federation. So she got sentenced to fucking life in prison the very first episode. Then not only that, you make her Spock's sister.
We've been over all this before.
Like, honestly, if they would have just said it where Picard is now, it would have made perfect sense, especially because the fucking engine. Voyager could have used that. Can't tell me Paris' dad could not look up the fucking classified records. You can't tell me in the 70-year time period, 80-year time period from them to TNG, nobody else thought of that fucking idea.
So, if the killer did fire from close range, why aren't there any countermeasures? But we'll find out.
What was the time of day?
3:17.
It's only 10 minutes after I left.
Was he alone?
I didn't see anyone, but I wasn't here.
What do we know about Ilario outside of his service record? Not a great deal. He's only been on the station for 10 days.
Surprising I could tell he was intelligent, dedicated, you wouldn't please.
Yeah, my guy's gonna be a bitch. I'm saving myself for my NBA career.
I want to know everything there is to know about him. Who his friends were, the enemies. I also want to increase the security throughout the station. Yes, sir. And also that we want to eliminate this cult. Understand? I know it's time. Say brothers and two sisters. My close. Two brothers and two sisters. That is. You sure?
That Asian incident at the beginning that they were all getting drunk with.
Shouldn't we be in bed?
Asking the same question.
I just couldn't sleep.
You mustn't blame yourself.
I know.
And what is it?
Just knowing he was murdered.
Still takes a the whole concept. Someone killing another person in cold blood is almost incomprehensible.
Difficult to accept is sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, because it's a transporting bullet.
Meaning that I
Then she taps into the one of the hosts that was one of the previous hosts that was a killer.
need to take a life.
You're talking about Japan.
He killed 3 people. He was the host of the Daxonian, just like
Do they know who killed the dude?
Not yet, but it's a psychopathic Balkan.
Jadzia felt the same way. She tried to bury his memories as deeply as she could. They're still there. Victims. What they look like.
They weren't your victims.
I know. When something like this happens, just the thought of someone like him being here right now.
When did you feel that little?
Even if it does mean lying in my bed staring at the ceiling for a few hours.
Is it like after her? Or is it targeting someone specific next?
No, it's just random people. He will eventually go after her.
Oh, he killed more than one person?
But he kills a couple people. It's just at random.
Is this the one we've been looking for?
Lorio's killer, quite a clever one at that.
Why? Why did you do it?
Is it him?
No, that's the one that got killed. She's dreaming.
Dreaming.
I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with the corpse.
Damn right. Those damn corpses need to stay dead. The blood. She did it.
That's security.
What, man?
Oh no? Kira? Anyone there? Security, please answer me. Today. What's he want?
Strength. Stamina. Love.
Because she's trying to help her figure out who it is.
Mm-hmm. She's talking to the previous host that was a killer.
We should stop being afraid of names or other strangers. There's no fear of this.
It's over here.
That's
Ah, dude, use a different tip. He's just stripping that screen.
3 people. I don't want anything to do with you now. Leave me alone.
There's Hardy in this room. There's Hardy.
Like, I can't stand that noise, so I don't know how you can.
He's an idiot.
That'd be nuts. And the simple solution is just be like, oh, I got people that fix in panels of the screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of different custom why there's multiple different sizes and shapes and builds and garments, because
This goes varies.
you know, each one's different. Each one is given a skill different.
Oh, there's a pen.
That wasn't the case. There would only be one option, one size, or whatever you choose from, not multiple.
Science officer, human age 37, 12 years of service, the last 3 here on Deep Space Nine. Cause of death, titanium bullet fired at close range. Did Ilaria and Wonderwick know each other? Our cases are perfect stuff. Ilaria was only here for 10 days. 7 of them is on the device. But why Ilaria? And why Wonderwick? Did someone have a personal grudge against either one of them? Or is someone just killing our officers at random? There are over 900 Starfleet officers posted on the station. Only a narrower field of suspects. How well did you do forensic psychology?
Wasn't my favorite subject.
We have to find out why the killer's doing this.
How do I ask?
They were chosen to your says. Sit on Basil. If I use the lights and washes close range, it will see me. Originally intended to further the distance from great distance away with low rate. All special conditions as particular violation. Fetish, psychological obsession. Did you read that book?
Maybe the
No.
story
But what I get
that
to
said the bullet was
virgin.
Yeah.
because the laser was in a big ball made a hole in it, and someone put a bullet there.
Maybe I'll start calling on tricorder sound. Listen, in one particular story, Crocker was supposed to put up a target against a tree and arrange a series of 2 firebrands behind the cover. The idea was he was to shoot a bullet from one of his brands and ricochet into another, and into another, and into another.
Into another.
That's it. Just place a
Into
target
another.
and see how we think.
Into
The
another.
killer, he set up an alternate bullet trajectory, one that didn't require direct line of sight to the enemy victim. Julian, you're a genius.
What do you think?
Nice number.
What does it have to do with us?
I have no idea. All I know is that Chief O'Brien wanted me to bring him here and said he has something to show us. We're on the science lab. Go ahead, Chief. Ready?
For what?
You'll see. First, put on those goggles and open your mouth.
I'll be concerned when someone carries a dog there.
Now, take a step back
I'll
away
be
from
like,
the ground.
oh shit.
A little further. I've done this a couple of times.
How's this?
Good. You all right?
Better than that now.
Good. I just have to fire a bullet. You tap down and let it start to inside the gun.
You fired through the wall?
Don't see any bullet holes. I attached a micro-transport to the steel releases. When I fired, the bullet was beamed into the room a few centimeters away, where it continued its trajectory. So if the killer had a similar transporter device, that would explain the lack of powder burns on the victims. And by using an exographic targeting sensor, he was able to capture the movements. Somebody could have been firing from anywhere on the station. Can you trace the bullet's transporter signatures back to where the killer was when he fired? Signatures too. It's an ingenious weapon.